What is up, NYC family? For your calling, for your motherfucking calling. This is the Breezy Bouquet getting back at you with our third podcast. Y'all already know how we coming. It's your boy Rowze, and I got my homie.
Cool Breeze, you feel me, bro?
Cool Breeze, yes,
What's
say
up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
Louise.
Back
Oh
with the
my
third
goodness.
episode number 3. Yes,
Episode number 3. How you feeling, bro? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, bro. I'm feeling real great, bro. I just got done with a motherfucking league game, bro. And I went crazy, gang. I went motherfucking crazy, so I'm in a good mood, bro, because I ain't lose that bitch. I went crazy, bro. I dropped 23 on Mordecai's and niggas stop playing with me, bro. For niggas who know league, bro.
You high key both for You high key both for playing league, bro.
I'm bold as hell for playing that shit right before the episode,
yeah,
bro.
I can't.
I ain't played that shit in weeks, so I was like, you know what? I'm bored. Let me hop on one game, bro. You feel me? And then I turned the fuck up. You feel me? That's what the X-Men do.
That's what the X-Men do. You turn on your
Yes, sir.
You was playing ranked?
Yeah, I always play ranked, bro. I can't play casual. That shit lame as hell, bro. What I look like? I look like a casual nigga to you? I ain't no casual nigga, bro. Come on.
Nah, we ain't no casual.
Ain't no casual niggas, bro. Ain't no casual.
You trying to play? You trying to play after this?
I'm down. I'll hug you down.
Maybe Valorant. I don't know about League.
Bro,
but anyways.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, anyways. So last week, we was out here. Actually, before we get to last week, how was your day, bro? What was you on today?
My day? I wasn't really on shit, bro. My day just really consists of me eating some breakfast and then waiting to film this podcast, bro. That's the only reason why I even played goddamn League, bro. I was waiting to film this podcast, bro. You feel me?
You was waiting on that. You was like,
Yeah, I'm like, what should I do, bro? I ain't really want to play nothing else. So I was like, you know, fuck it, bro. But other than that, my day been chill, bro. My day been chill. Excited for football tomorrow. You feel me, bro? Y'all already know how we get down, bro.
Big game. Bears on the Raiders. Y'all already know, bro. Bear down, bro. Chicago Bears.
Chicago Bears all day, nigga. I'm a fresh football fan, bro, but like I don't give a fuck, bro. Niggas be hating on the Bears, nigga. Bears Super Bowl next year, bro. Next year they going to the Super Bowl, bro.
I still, realistically speaking, bro, I really still got us over 10 wins.
This year?
I think it's doable. Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. Fuck.
Yeah,
Who said we ain't getting over 10 wins, bro?
Bro, if you watch like the CBS like sports and all that other crap, bro. And like just look at
I kid you not, bro. Like after like actually sitting down and watching football now, everybody in my mind are just fucking Bears haters, bro. I'm so dead ass, bro. Everybody hate the Bears for no damn reason, bro.
They is, bro. They is.
Bro, you can't trust what these niggas be saying.
I literally believe that like a lot of the games we lost last year, like obviously like yes, like was because of our coaches, but the team wasn't horrible. I think they just sucked at like execution. Like when it came down to executing certain things, it was just horrible. You know, so they was bad at execution, and they had like the worst fucking offense in the league. And I'm like, literally, all they need is an offense, bro. The defense is popping off right now.
Yes, sir.
The offense, like literally, we just need them to score, and they're moving the ball well now. Like last year, they couldn't move the ball for shit. It was like you would see 3 and outs for like, you would see like at least, bro, it would be 3 and out for like the first half, bro. And you just like, this is Bears football, bro. 3 and out, and then hope like the defense just like save your ass, bro. But like this year, like the run game been looking nice, and we could pass the ball a little bit. You know,
I'm surprised our one game looking nice, bro.
Bro, the Bears looking nice. So if they just stay playing executional, like if they're good in situational football.
For sure.
And like they execute when they really need to and stop all the penalties, bro. The penalties,
bro,
is going
that's what be fucking us up, bro. These damn penalties, bro.
Oh
no, and I'm not like I might sound like a conspiracist at the time, but this is why I said niggas are Bears hated, bro. I swear, bro, they be throwing the most bullshit fucking flags at us for no reason, bro.
Dog, that's how they be.
This shit is crazy, man.
Especially like it's like especially in moments that are so critical, bro. Like in that one game, when the Bears versus Commanders, when Rome caught that touchdown and they threw the flag on them. I don't even remember what the flag was, but they called it for the left tackle not being on the line, bro. But you telling me we go that whole game, you ain't call that shit?
Exactly.
You definitely didn't call it. Like, come on, bro.
This is the shit I'm talking about, bro. They just be pulling shit out their ass just to fuck with the Bears, bro.
Yeah,
dead ass. Should be blowing, man. Actually,
that should be blowing.
But
yeah.
On the
Anyways,
other note,
but yeah. So
how was your day, bro? How was your day, bro? Before we continue on with the Bears.
My day was good actually, bro. I woke
That's what's
up. I
up.
went to bed at like 4:30 because I was playing NCAA.
You always on that shit, bro.
Bro, I was telling Diana this about like a week or two ago. I know she probably didn't like understand or really give a fuck, but like so NCAA 25. So honestly, I think I like NCAA 26. But it feel like they didn't really do shit from 25 to 26. Like they just tweaked the little like small things, bro.
I mean,
And
that's
probably like,
normally that'd be done with sports games, bro.
but like high key, bro, like it be stupid, bro. Like high key, it's so stupid. Like I feel like if you gonna come out like Madden 20, I mean NCAA 25 has such like a big fucking like hype, bro, because it like the last college football game was NCAA 14, so that shit.
Damn.
Like, yes, bro, yes. So 25 when that shit came out, bro, everybody was playing that shit, and bro, I was too. I literally, I went when I first got my PlayStation, bro, and I bought the game. I was on that shit for like 2 nights straight, just gaming that shit, bro, and. But like high key, like on 25, bro, like I mean 26, it's literally like just a copy and paste. And it like I'm not even mad at like it's a copy and paste. Yeah, like that's normally how they're gonna be. But when you know that they have potential to add other shit, bro.
For sure.
That's what's pissing me off, bro. Because now like
Go ahead.
Because I'm like, I be like looking at Madden, bro. And like Madden adding all this extra shit, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. But I'm like, y'all got the power to do this. Like, why do y'all wait until the people complain to add like this new, fun stuff, bro? Like instead of just giving us a copy and paste every single year. But then when people say like, oh, we tired of this, for like the 4th straight year, and then the sales are lower, then like for the next game they want to bring out like a whole new like why you can't do that,
bro? Because
like,
game is just a money grab at this point, bro. They do that with fucking everything at this point, especially 2K, bro. This is why I fucking hate 2K, bro. Because literally, bro, I dead ass, bro. CJ, he was the 2K player, bro. I used to play here and there, bro. But I kid you not, bro. Early 2K all the way up to like what 15, bro, and 16, bro. That shit was peak, bro. That shit was dead ass peak, bro. They was always dropping some new shit, bro. The game always felt fresh, bro. But from there on, that shit was ass, bro. I get a lot of people say they like what was it, 22 and 20 or whatever, bro. They say they love those ones, bro. But like, bro, come on, bro, cause it took them from what 2K15 all the way to 20 to start adding some new good shit, bro. That's some bullshit, bro. And that's exactly what you talk about right now, bro. That shit ass, bro. Yeah. Don't nobody want to sit there and wait for that shit.
It be pissing me off, bro. And then I appreciate like the little updates that they do, but sometimes like when I like if they just if they just put more effort into caring about certain parts of the games, bro. Like for perfect example, like so 25 and 26, they both had like team builders, so like you can make your own team and like put them in the game. At 25, you weren't able, like they didn't have generic stadiums. So for you to have like a stadium, you would have to pick the stadium from like another existing school as your stadium. Which like okay, but like that's kind of lame because I got my football team out here and then you showing a whole bunch of like they don't like clear any of their logos. So all the teams, so you playing with so that'd be annoying. And in 26, they gave you 3 generic stadiums. But like, why they couldn't give you like 5? Why they couldn't give you like 6, 7, 8? You know what I'm saying? Like, why it had to be 3? And literally, it was just like the first stadium you could hold like 15,000 or 20,000 people in your crowds. The second stadium you could hold like 30,000, 40,000, and the third stadium you could hold like 70. I think it's like 66 or 75. One of those numbers. But high key, like if you want to be like, but like the bigger schools in the game. They have like 105,000 people in their stadium. So I'm like, why you can't give me the option to make one of them? But, enough about NCAA. It's a fun game. I like playing it. I'm going to complain about it, but I'm still play it. But yeah, I woke up at like 9, 10. Sure. Fed my kittens,
the kittens. How they doing, bro?
They chilling, bro. We gave them a bath today, and Tito took a shit. And he was wet, so like his shit was touched to his fur, and then so he jumped out of like his little litter box or whatever. Yeah, he jumped out of his litter box, and like a dookie like thing went and flung on the ground, and I was like, I'm like, bro, like, you forgot how to dookie? So I'm gonna grab the scooper and the napkin and I put it back in there. But I didn't realize he still had dookie to his butt. So like, he dragged his butt on the carpet and he dragged dookie on my carpet. I said, no, bro, we just cleaned you. We just cleaned you, bro. Like, so I had to like run him upstairs. I was like, down, hold him. And then she held him. I had to like, and it was like a whole dookie turd just stuck to his butt. So I had to like grab it off his butt, flush it down the toilet, and I had to clean the carpet, bro.
Damn, that nigga shitting bricks, bro. God damn.
He a funny dude, bro. But no, me and Diana, we went to her sister had a marching band competition, bro. It made me like, I was like, damn, bro, I miss marching band. But no, so we had we went to the marching band competition. It was chill. Her sister was really grateful to see her, and it was a good show. It was a good show.
Hell yeah.
But other than that, bro, I was just chilling all day, watching some football, and nothing else really.
For sure, bro. For sure. I mean, bro, it's what, a Saturday, bro. I mean, it's not really much to do on Saturday, but relax, bro. Especially since you working and shit, bro. So
yeah, bro, just chill. Watch football, chill, game, man. Yeah, that's all. Like honestly, that's what I call peak life right now.
Yeah, bro. Hell yeah, bro. Hey, we was playing Titanfall yesterday. How you feel about that, bro? How you feel about that?
That was fun, bro. That was fun. Got back into the game. Would you play it again?
I definitely would. That shit was fun, bro. It was just pissed me off because I didn't know what the fuck these Titans was doing. I was just getting my ass beat, bro. And just so y'all know, this is my first time ever playing any Titanfall, bro. So I don't know what the fuck niggas is doing, bro. And I was just getting clapped.
Y'all was doing good though, high key. But once you like get more into the game, then I feel like everything will start to make sense a little bit. Mm-hmm. But like the abilities, for some of the times that you was playing, like they really go. You just gotta understand what they do. And then once you do that, then a lot of the other stuff will come easy.
CJ was telling me the same shit earlier, bro. And then he used to ask me if I liked it and shit, bro. I walked into this nigga was solo playing Titanfall, bro. I ain't know he loved that
was
game
he really?
Like that. Yeah,
really?
Bro.
I didn't know he liked it like that either. I mean, that's why I re-downloaded it, because I was like, I thought it was fun. So I like got on, and then I even bought the Prime Times. I didn't even know that I bought the Prime Times again, bro.
That's
and
funny
I was like,
hell, bro.
I was like, damn. I was like, when I re-downloaded it, I was like, I wonder if I still got the Prime Time. And I was like, I probably didn't. And then I looked, and I was like, oh shit, I did. So I was like, fuck it.
Hell yeah, bro.
But enough about that. Let's kind of get into the gist of the episode. So last week, episode 2, we was talking about our freshman year and our sophomore year in college. This week we gonna transition into the big years. I'm gonna call them the big days.
Big years, bro.
When shit changed, bro. Like a whole bunch of shit changed.
Yup, bro. Whole bunch of shit, bro. Whole bunch of shit.
So like, how'd it go for you? Let's start off with you.
All right, we're gonna start off with me, bro. My lord, bro. All right, so just for context, bro, I forgot to mention this last episode, bro, but my major at first was a English major. So them first 2 years, I was majoring in English, like just doing some chill shit, bro. Whole lot of damn essays, bro. I should have expected that, but like essays was never really a problem with me, bro. That shit was pretty easy, bro. Because I realized once I learned to like just write shit out at like how I actually talk, bro, I get good grades, bro. And like I said, bro, I was never really I'm gonna get straight A's person. It's just like I was always the type of like, if I'm passing, I'm chilling, bro. So every time I wrote, and it's kind of crazy, bro, because I found this out like yesterday, bro, that some people like couldn't, when they try to write an essay, it was hard for them to like articulate what they wanted to say on paper. And I found that so interesting because you know me, bro. Back freshman year, bro, I used to just be like fucking 2 hours before my deadline, write the whole essay and just turn that bitch in without proofreading it, bro. And I get pretty good grades, so I always thought essays was easy, but I guess I don't know. That's probably like a little talent of mine. I don't fucking know, bro. But anyways, yeah, I was an English major, bro, and I realized like I just get a shit ton of essays, bro. And the main reason why I wanted to be an English major is because I wanted to make my own anime and shit and write my own stories and shit, bro. And like they was only and like I enjoyed freshman year because I got to take a creative writing class. That shit was fun as hell, bro. But after that, there was like really no other creative writing classes, bro. So I'm just like, oh, this shit's like they trying to shape me into being a teacher or like a book editor or something. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do none of that shit, bro, at all, bro. So I was like, you know what, bro? I started to think like at the end of sophomore year of like, is this English like major shit really for me, bro? Like I really honestly I really didn't like it, bro. So I decided going into junior year when I was picking my classes for the junior year, bro, I was gonna switch to a more creative major, which made me become a graphic design major.
That's real.
And so beginning of junior year, I had switched to graphic design. And like thing is with graphic design, I didn't know this, bro. You don't get to take your graphic design classes instantly, bro. You have to hit like a benchmark. Yeah, you gotta hit like a benchmark of a bunch of what's it called? A bunch of traditional art classes before you can get to the graphic design shit. So, and I always think because I had my junior, I had one graphic design class and the rest was traditional art classes, bro. And I always thought, I'm like, bro, what's the point of this fucking major if I gotta wait like another year to take all my classes and shit, bro? And even after, no, not another year, another semester to take all those classes, bro. And even when I got to that semester, I still had to finish all my traditional art classes, bro. So I didn't get to take all my graphic design classes, bro.
Right.
That was some bullshit, bro. But like, and then what blows me is I sucked at traditional art, bro. Like that was a whole different challenge, bro. When it comes to drawing shit on paper, like I can go on Photoshop or something and like cook something up, or like Adobe Illustrator and cook something crazy up, bro. But the minute they gave me a fucking pencil and some paper, bro, and said draw this, oh, my shit was ass, bro. My shit was so ass, bro. It was terrible, man. Like,
because I do remember some of the designs you be showing me, bro. Like when it's like not drawing, but like ones where you just like put stuff together, like that one you showed me. Like I think it was just like a bunch of words together, but it was like supposed to like form like a head or something like that, bro.
Which one? I did a lot of those. Oh, exactly. You talking about when I made Kanye face?
But they look dope though. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's what I mean. Like that was that was one of my I count that as one of my graphic design classes, but it wasn't really graphic design because it was just a design class, but we had to do it on like paper. So like all the techniques you do like in like Adobe Illustrator and shit, you just doing it like on traditional paper and shit, bro. It's just a design class. Right. But I count that as a graphic design class too. Now I'm thinking about it because it like shapes your critical thinking towards like graphic design and shit, which helped a lot. Right. But yeah, like you saying though, like when I got to do shit like that, I cooked, bro. I'm not even gonna cap. I got full confidence in that shit. I cooked, bro. Just like senior year when I took silk screen, bro. That was shit you had to ink on paper. But I got to take my graphic design elements and do that shit, bro. I snapped in that motherfucking class. I got my best artwork in that goddamn class, bro. But okay, let me get back on topic, bro. But yeah, I sucked at traditional art, bro. And I had to take like 5 of them motherfucking classes, bro, during that semester, bro. And that shit was cause also I wanted to graduate, like I didn't want to graduate like 2 years late. My goal was like only want to take 1 extra year and then graduate, bro. That was my goal, bro. And so I was like, and so actually during this time, my goal was to graduate on time. That's why I was taking a bunch of classes, bro. But I turned out.
How many was you taking?
I took like, damn, how many classes was I took? I took that professor, boom. I was taking 6, 7 classes, bro.
6, 7.
Yeah, 6, 7. Let me know. But yeah, I was dead ass taking like 6, 7 classes.
That was your junior year?
That was the first semester of junior year, bro. I was taking all them damn classes just so I can, cause I wanted to graduate on time. You know what I'm saying, bro? Because I was thinking like also, bro, cause at this time I don't think you changed your major yet, right? Cause you was still graduating on time, and I wanted in my head I'm like, okay, CJ gonna graduate like a year or 2 before us. I want to make sure I graduate with you. So that's what I was thinking.
I changed my major my freshman year, I think. Yeah, I think I changed it. I changed it late freshman year.
Okay,
like I think like the end of the first, either the end or the middle of first semester freshman year. But then I was undecided for like a couple weeks. But my management 125, I think, is when I so yeah. I think I changed it the end of first semester, or like the mid to end of first semester, and then I think I picked up another one at the end of first semester. So I was able to start taking my classes and get on track and stuff.
Hell yeah. But
I think sorry.
Go ahead.
At one point, like it did get to a point to where I did have to take multiple classes too, because I think since COVID happened the second semester of freshman year, I they allowed you to do this option to where like you can like withdraw from a class and the grade won't count, and like they blamed it like on COVID for what or like whatever. So I did that, and with like a couple, I think like 2 of my classes, and then so we're dropping another one like my freshman year. Like I think a lot of like the stuff had to like stack up, so I ended up didn't take it.
Oh yeah, and also I want y'all to keep in mind, bro, when me taking all these classes, the art classes, those are not normal like classes like for what time and shit, bro. Cause you take an English class, bro, and your longest class would dead ass be like an hour and a half, depending on like what the class is, bro. But usually the class is like 50 minutes to an hour, bro, right?
But yeah, it was 50 minutes, bro.
Yeah, bro.
50 minutes, bro.
When you get to the art major, bro, every single one of your classes is 2.5 hours, bro. So I was taking all them classes, 2.5 hours, bro. And keep in mind, in a lot of these traditional art, not a lot, in all the traditional art classes, unless you're doing design or you're doing something with graphic design, bro, they make you stand up. You gotta stand up and you gotta draw on a fucking a easel, bro. So you gotta prop your art up and you gotta stand and work, bro. So I'm standing there for 2 fucking hours straight, bro. Just my legs hurting, bro. Just drawing, bro. Not just your legs hurting, bro. You drawing consistently, so your hands hurt, bro. I sound like I'm complaining, but like that shit was that when I first did it, bro. That was some shit to like actually get used to, bro. That was some unique shit to get used to, bro. And that shit used to blow me, bro.
People always told me about how they had classes that was like 3 hours, bro. Like. And they labs used to be like that long. And high key, I'm glad I never had to deal with one of them classes.
Bro.
I think the only one I ever had to deal with, and honestly, I think the longest it was like either an hour and 30 or an hour and 40.
Uh-huh.
And it was I don't even remember when I took it. I think it was my junior year I took it. But it was like some science class. And yeah, bro, like the labs was like an hour and 40.
Bro.
And then, but like, yeah, I don't know how motherfuckers was doing 2 hours.
I know what you mean, bro. Cause, bro, before, right? What was it? No, this was during COVID, bro. I was taking chemistry. Don't ask me why I decided to take chemistry, girl. Cause you know how you had to get that that little science credit, bro. So my dumbass decided to take chemistry, bro. Cause I'm thinking, oh, this gonna be chill. And also, CJ told me not to take physics, cause physics was pretty difficult, bro. So I was like, okay,
right.
Let me take chemistry. Don't know why I did that dumb shit, bro. Bro, I had to do a lab for that class, bro. That shit was 3 fucking hours, bro. And I
would have dropped.
I was, but I'm not gonna lie, COVID saved me, bro. Because COVID started to get a little bit worse again, so they canceled the lab, and I ain't had to go to that bitch no more, bro.
Right.
So I was chilling on that, bro. But
yeah,
man, bro. That shit was.
I stayed away from chemistry, bro. I stayed away from.
I should have, bro.
Much science as I could.
We want to know what's funny, bro? My dumb ass decided because I did end up dropping that motherfucking class, bro. That shit was hard, bro. And then I decided okay, maybe let me try something with biology, bro. So I tried botany, bro. If that shit wasn't hard, that shit was just so boring. It was impossible for me to stay up in class, bro. I'm not even gonna cap, bro. Like that shit was the worst shit I ever took in my damn life, bro. If any of y'all go to college, don't take a botany class, bro. Unless you into plant biology, bro, don't take a botany class, bro. Don't, bro. It is not worth it, bro. That shit is terrible. That shit is terrible, bro. The worst class I ever did. That shit was worse than the chemistry class, bro. And not because it was hard. It was dead ass just that damn boring, bro. Oh man, but oh yeah. Anyways, bro, I'm getting off topic, bro. Ranting about that shit, bro. But yeah, so I had to take a bunch of traditional art classes and whatnot, bro. That was a struggle to get used to, for the fact that like I wasn't good at that type of art, and the classes was long as shit, bro. But it was also a blessing because I met one of my long-term homies, Claire, bro. That's my dog, bro. I met her in that class, bro. But also, this was my lore start because also me not being good in these subjects and shit, bro, and also me trying to aspire to be like do the YouTube shit and shit, bro. That shit really made me confused on what I wanted to do in life, bro. Like big time, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, I started to get like depressed and shit, bro. Obviously, it was more factors into that depression when it was like family shit and shit, bro. But I ain't gonna get too deep in that, bro. But a big factor that also played in it is because I was confused and I did not know what I wanted to do in life, bro. At all, bro. And also another factor is I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty lonely too, bro. Cause this is where junior year was when Devon, he decided to become an RA and shit, bro. So he wasn't in the same room as me and CJ no more, bro. And CJ, like, he was his senior year, so he was really locking in what he had to do, bro. So, like, communication between us three.
CJ wasn't locking in with school, bro. He was locking in with other shit.
He was locking in with both, bro. But yeah, like, I really, like, had nobody to really talk to at that point and shit like that, because, like, and it's nothing against the boys. It's just everybody was busy. It's a part of growing up. Everybody was fucking busy during this time. You know what I'm saying? And so I started to get really lonely in an unfamiliar space I had never been into, bro, and whatnot, bro. Feeling like I'm like below average in this damn environment, bro. Everybody doing better than me, bro. I don't know what I should do. I don't know how to improve, bro. I don't know if it's even what I want to do. And all this shit just going in my head, and that shit started to make me depressed and shit, bro. Like, really depressed, bro. To the point to where I was just like, towards like the middle semester, I decided, I was like, you know what, I want to take a break from school, bro. And like that's what I wanted to go with, bro. And it's crazy, bro, because the minute I decided that, yes, I'm gonna take a semester off, bro, I met Claire, bro, and that was my homegirl, bro. And we started to become like really good friends, bro. And the crazy part is, she was in the same exact predicament as me, bro. Mental wise, changing major wise, and everything.
You met her at the beginning of junior year, right?
No, I met her towards the end, bro.
The end of junior.
The end of first semester. The end of first semester. That's when I met her, bro. Yeah. And it was crazy, bro, because I started chilling with her, right? And she tell me stories on how, like, I'm not gonna go into her stories, but like, literally our circumstances was exactly the same. Because she was I forgot what major she was, bro. It was something dealing with like robotics and shit, bro. And then she realized, like, she didn't really like that shit, so her passion was art. But Claire's really fucking good at art, bro. But her passion was like graphic design and shit, so she decided to change her major to graphic design. And she ain't had no friends and stuff in the area and shit, bro. And we became like low key each other first like friends and shit, bro. That was cool, bro.
I think I remember you. I don't know if you like introduced me to her. Like I remember you started talking about her the end of junior year.
And yeah, bro. Because I was like, that's dope. Like, you know, you generally vibing with somebody, you know. And yeah,
like,
bro.
What made it more better was like, I think because I don't like because like you and Claire was like actually like friends. Like y'all was like legit cool, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was pretty dope that that's like a friend that you met that like had nothing to do with like I didn't even know who she was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, that had nothing to do with our friend group and shit, bro.
Yeah,
that was dope, bro. Yeah. Cause I met her, bro, and I remember I hit you and CJ up when I was like, damn, bro, why the minute I decided to take a break, I genuinely meet a good ass friend, bro. And that low key, I'm not gonna lie, that low key started to make me think like, damn, maybe should I take this break, bro? Like, is this the best idea, bro? Low key, I'm glad I took the break, bro, because part of me was also thinking like, this is where my pride kicked in, because it's like, I already decided that I wanted to take this break, bro. I can't let no other influence like get in the way of what I want to do, bro. Because I'm not gonna lie, the purpose of me taking a break was to focus on YouTube, bro. Did that happen?
Right.
Hell nah, bro. Bro. Shit happens, you know what I'm saying, bro? That ain't happening.
That's real, bro.
So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna take my break, bro. I'm not gonna let nobody stop this shit, bro. I took my break, whatever. Oh yeah, fun fact, I actually did do pretty decent in my traditional art classes, bro. Not gonna lie, I passed that whole semester with C's and B's, bro. I ain't get 1A, bro. That shit was hard. But yeah.
Hey, bro. For a new adjustment, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, bro. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. So yeah, I decided to take the break or whatnot. I took a semester off, bro. That shit was more depressing than being in school, bro. And that's when I really realized, bro, I wanna like that school experience really is, it's not just about, oh, go to school, get your education. It's about having that independent, separate experience, bro, to yourself. Of you just a new person trying to create what you want to be in life, bro. That's all it's about, bro. Like that, like, and that's my little advice to everybody going to college, bro. Yes, you want to focus on your academics and shit, and what you going there for. But the main purpose, in my opinion, of going to college is to take the time to experience a bunch of shit to where you's like, damn, I didn't know I like this, or damn, I didn't know this is the type of person I can become, or this is the type of person I want to be. It's whatever that image you had in your head of like, this the nigga I am. Be that person in college, bro. That's the point of going to college, bro. 100%.
A lot of for the niggas in the back,
bro, oh God, bro, like dead ass, bro. That's the point. That's the purpose of fucking college, bro. You gotta have those experiences. You gotta have them bad experiences. You gotta have them good experiences. You gotta have them stupid ass experiences, bro. That's to realize like this is me when I'm fully alone, bro. This is me, bro. And once you feel that, I can 100% say that like you experiencing that shit the correct way, bro. Cause I ain't feel that shit until senior year, bro. Till first semester senior year, I did not feel that shit till then, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna say I had a double junior year, bro. That's how I say. I don't like to call myself a super senior. That shit kind of crazy, bro.
Hey, bro, I tell niggas I got a double senior. I literally say the same thing, bro. I say I have a double senior, but I say like I don't get to mine later. But I literally said the same thing, bro. But I didn't know. I high key didn't know like your semester at home was worse than the first semester.
Yeah, that shit was depression, bro. It's really? Mainly because like you know my family situation. It's like family was doing stupid shit, bro, and then niggas worried about me, but they worry about me. When they worry about me, they go about it the wrong way, bro, and try to force shit on me, bro. It's like, bro, I'm just trying to do me, bro. But like, and then also you gotta understand, like my goals, like it wasn't till like fucking this was 2021, 2022 type shit, bro. This was when YouTubers, like big YouTubers, was like on they uprising, bro. Yes, we had our OGs and shit, bro. But I'm talking about like niggas like Kai and AMP and all them niggas, bro. This is when they first was like on they rise, like running with that shit, right? And I had this YouTube dream like since I was in 8th grade, right? So nobody in the black community, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Nobody in this black community was really getting down with motherfuckers becoming YouTubers. They didn't understand it, so since they don't understand it, they're not gonna believe in it, bro. I'm just being 100% true. And it wasn't until like, my experience, it wasn't until like this, the big Kai Cenat era and AMP popping off like that in like 2023 to now, you feel me? To where motherfuckers like actually see that shit and be like, oh, you can do something with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. But since niggas wasn't like, didn't understand it, nobody was believing it, they see me as like, oh, this motherfucker just sitting here wasting his time for no reason, bro. And so they be trying to force me to do shit that I don't want to do, bro. You get what I'm saying? And it's like I know I can. Like in my head, I'm dead ass just like I know I can do this shit, bro. But when you have nobody that believe in you and understand what you're trying to do, bro, it's kind of hard to believe in yourself with this shit, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And especially since like I was already having like the mental mindset of like I'm lost and I don't know what I want to do. So now it's like it started to make me think, bro. Like, damn, can I even like do this shit, bro? Like everybody, right? Should I just follow what they saying so I can like make sure I'm good, bro? But in reality, y'all, following whatever motherfuckers say, just because you believe, like, just because you trust in that person, doesn't mean you should follow what they want to do. Because at the end of the day, your life situation is always gonna be different than their life situation. You know what I'm saying? So. Just because you trust in this person, they like, oh, you should do this and that, doesn't mean you should follow it, because that's just gonna make you more miserable than what you think, bro. Dead ass, bro. Right. And it's gonna set you, and it's honestly like realistic, it's gonna set you back, bro. Realistically, it's gonna set you back.
It really is, bro. It really is.
Yeah, bro. And so you just gotta follow your path, and that's something I'm like, I'm 24 and I'm just now understanding that shit, bro. And see, that's the whole purpose of this podcast, so we can keep little niggas from feeling that way too late, bro. Not actually, it's never too late, but like we can get this in their head earlier on, so they can get to doing what they want to do.
It's like you're not the only one that it's like you're not the only one that feel the way you do, in a certain part of your life, and we've been there,
bro. We've been there, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? But like that was my whole mindset during the break and shit, bro. And then like obviously, during the time, it's a bunch of dumb shit going on that like added on top of that shit, bro. So it's like, yeah, bro, that shit was making me way more depressed, bro. That's why, like, even though you was getting irritated and how like how you would hit me up and you be like, you spit some real shit on me, and I'm in my vibe of like I don't want to hear that shit. And so I rebuttal what you saying, and that shit would piss you off, bro.
And we were both just like arguing at each other.
Yeah, bro. It's like even those little times, bro. Like I really did appreciate that shit, bro. Cause that got in my head. It's like, damn, okay. this is one person that no matter what I do, bro, you and CJ was doing this. These are two people that no matter what I do, it's gonna believe in me no matter what and stick by my side, bro. And that was more encouraging, like, for me to like, damn, I want to go back to school now, because maybe I started to think like, damn, not maybe, that is the environment I want to be around to like get my shit done and get going. Right. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Right. Yeah. And high key too, I'm glad like sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead. But
I was like, I'm glad like from like even like those, and I wouldn't really call them like we butted heads. I wouldn't call them arguments.
Yeah, it's not really.
But I'm like, I'm glad like we was doing that to like a point to like where we understood each other. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I understood you, and then you understood me. But I felt like we weren't. I think for like the both of us, it took like we had to go through our own paths to kind of like see like the other side, like, you know, for me to see like how you was feeling, and then like you explain it to me, and then like vice versa for you to see how I was feeling. You know,
yeah, bro, 100%, bro. It was definitely one of, and then this another piece of knowledge I want to drop on y'all, bro. Especially if y'all got like good relationships and friendships like me, CJ, and Devon got, bro. Because it's gonna be a lot of times in y'all friendship and relationships to where it's like you wanna push this on somebody because you know for a fact that this is the best for this person and they need to hear this shit, bro. And like this is what they gotta do to like push past it. You know for a fact, because I know Devon was feeling this shit, bro, because everything he told me was 100% factual, 100% true, right? And you know this shit, but it's gonna be times where like you can say some shit, they're not gonna want to hear it because they in that peak of that mindset, bro. And you just gotta like be at that point where you're just like, okay, I'm gonna let this shit go, but I'm gonna keep an eye on this nigga. That's like the best thing you can do for your niggas, bro. 100%, bro. Instead of just continuously drilling this, and pushing the wedge, bro. It's as simple as, I'm gonna let the nigga do what he gotta do, but I'm gonna keep an eye on him, bro. And what I mean by keep an eye on him, bro, it depends on the situation, you know what I mean? In my situation, bro, let me put a disclaimer, bro, of like dark thoughts, and like just touch a little, not a little bit, it's touching on like suicidal thoughts and shit, bro. In my sense, my thoughts was very suicidal and shit, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so, Devon knew like everything he's saying is for the best of me, and CJ too, but they also knew that like, all right, bro, we can't keep pushing this on niggas because like we been there, done that, bro. We understand like how pressure and shit work, bro. So we gotta let this nigga work through it on his own. But we gonna watch him mentally, bro, without saying a word. And that is honestly the best thing you can do for niggas, bro. Cause I've been through that shit with Devon too. I watched that nigga mentally without saying a word. Kept an eye on him. CJ did the same thing with us. We did the same shit with CJ, bro. And I'm telling you, bro, from experience, bro, when you have these good ass friendships where you can call niggas brothers, bro, that's like the best thing you can do, bro. For anybody having this problem right now, bro, just let that nigga rock and just keep an eye on him, bro. Don't be the whole thing of like, man, this nigga not listening to me, bro. What the fuck wrong with him? Start arguments and shit. Nah, of course he not gonna listen to you, bro, because he's gonna be stuck in his head until he gets out of it.
It's not all about you.
Yes, bro. 100%.
Not all about you. That's one thing I learned through that process.
Let that nigga rock, bro. And then honestly, bro, if your friendship like this also like, I'm not gonna cap, bro. Harsh as it sound, it's also it's low key a test of your friendship, bro. Because if the nigga really care about you, bro, right? He gonna know that whatever my boy is saying, he's saying it for the best of me. Even though it might be irritating him, even though that shit might be getting to him, bro. He knows that shit, bro. And he knows like, damn, bro. And it's gonna dawn on him like, once he in that vibe of like, I'm not listening, he kind of distances himself, right? He gonna know once he get out that funk, like, damn, like he gonna start to think like, damn, what's I doing my nigga wrong and shit, and start hitting you up, bro. Start talking to you more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
and like that's the stuff, like that part when they start to realize that is kind of when they're getting, hopefully, it's kind of when they're getting out of like that deep dark mindset, and like certain small things are starting to become unclear, and like, you know, there's like that person's trying to make a solution to, you know, where they currently are at that moment of their life, you know?
Yes, bro. So that's why I always push this, bro. Like, you gotta let niggas work through shit themselves. Yes, you can give them words of encouragement. Yes, you can throw your shit that you want to say to them at them from time to time. I'm not saying that like you saying you getting on the ass about it, it's always a bad thing. No, sometimes that's a good thing, bro. Sometimes niggas do need to hear that shit, bro, to get that through their head. But when but when it's to the point of like consistent, and you know this nigga is pushing away, that's your cue to just be like, you know what, bro? Let me take a step back. Let me let this nigga work through himself because I trust my boy, and I'm gonna keep an eye on him. It's that simple, bro. Yeah. And honestly, it's that simple. It's not simple. It's hard to do because you care about your boy, but that's just something that you gotta do, man.
Right.
But yeah,
that's real, bro. That's real.
Yeah, bro. I that's something I just really have to push out there. But back on topic now. So yeah, I decided to take my break or whatnot, chilling, bro. And then I went back to school. And I'm gonna end my section right here so we can get Devon's section and we can continue in the next episode. But after I went back to school, I said this is the start of my second junior year, bro. You feel me, bro? Or my first senior year. You know what I'm saying? So I went back to school. I went back to school jolly in a motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? Happy, ready to get shit done, and wanted to focus on like this YouTube shit and stuff. Did I focus on it? No, I got preoccupied with other shit. But I'm not gonna say this preoccupation was something bad this time. Yeah, this was something for me of me exploring and experiencing myself more. So I'm not mad at this section. So, yeah, I went back to school or whatnot, bro, and really kind of like the same predicament to where like I really had nobody to talk to, but it was better because finally Devon was less busy, and then CJ was less busy too. So
and I feel like you also had like a better mindset to it, you know.
Yeah. Also, CJ was definitely less busy because he graduated that year, that semester I took my break, and
he was 40 minutes away.
Yeah, bro. He had a girlfriend at the time, so he's just 40 minutes away. So he came out there and will always chill with us and shit, bro.
It was probably 30 high key, bro. It was close. Bro.
Yeah, it was pretty damn close, bro. So that was chill, bro. So that was really
when was that? What? That was the beginning. That was the beginning of my senior year, my first senior year.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll say that. That's the beginning of our first senior year, bro. Both of ours.
Yeah. Oh yeah, both. Wait, no, because that was the beginning of your second junior year, technically.
No, I graduated the same time as you. We did 2. We only did.
I know, but I'm saying like. So you wait, hold on, I'm confused.
Bro, we did 1 extra year, bro.
I know, but I'm saying like you saying you had 2 junior years.
Okay. I'm saying first senior year because that's what you call it. I call it I call it my 2 junior years and then my senior year, right? But to make it simpler, since you're gonna call it your first senior year, I just decided to call it my first senior year also.
No, you could say your second junior because I understand.
Okay, anyways, we need them to understand, nigga.
We could just say your fourth year. Both of our 4th years.
Yes, there we go. Both of our 4th years, bro. There we go, bro. Yeah. Okay, so our 4th year, bro. That's when I came back, bro. Jolly old time or whatnot, and I'm gonna let Devon take the reign right here, bro. Oh, your junior year. No. Talk about your junior. You ain't talking about your
I know. But the beginning of 4th, I think like the way that our 4th year started, everything was like it looked up pretty decently, IQ. My junior year was kind of crazy too, bro. Like, I feel like we went through like similar shit in it, you know, within like the junior year period, because like obviously like you know we talked about like you know stuff that was like happening in our life and stuff. Like you talked about you know your situation, I talked about mine, but I don't think I fully like understood like how like I guess I don't want to say like. How similar like our experiences was, you know, even when you left campus, cause my junior year, I was high-key like just trying to get out there, bro. Like, I don't think I was in the mindset of like I was missing something, but I felt like I wanted to do more. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to like get more involved, especially because I feel like I'm pretty active, bro. Like, so the type of person I am, I feel like. I'm looking for like new things to do. I get attracted to like different things, like you know, like I be curious. So I feel like after COVID took away our second, you know, semester, And then high key, like how the first semester of sophomore year was, it was like we were still limited to so much stuff. And then our second semester of sophomore year, we was trying to do that one org, but like they wasn't really fucking with us. So like for me, I was like, bro, there is something else that I could get involved in. Like I'm trying to like, bro, I swear, like at this point, I'm like, I don't even really care, bro. Like what it is, I just like want to do something.
Bro.
And so I don't even know how, but I figured out I could become an RA. So they said we pay for half, you know, you get your own room. And they said they pay for like half your room and board. And I was like, fuck it, bro. Why not? You know, like I knew it would be kind of different because that was kind of like the first time we ever like really like split apart. You know, in college, because we were like literally the first 2 years, bro. Well, I don't really count freshman year, but you know, like we was just always together on campus. You know what I'm saying? We was just once we was on campus together, we was like always together, bro. So like I knew like that alone felt weird. And bro, the end of sophomore year, the second semester of sophomore year is when like I met my RA team, bro. So I got there, and you know, I walked up into the building that they gonna have us working in, bro. And I ain't gonna cap, bro. Like I'm like, damn, there's a lot of like people, and it was like I was like, these motherfuckers all seem chill too. I was like, okay, but it was such a weird. I don't even know how to explain it. It was such a weird feeling, bro, because like I none of these motherfuckers from high school. You know, I ain't seen none of these motherfuckers in my experience Western. You know, so these are complete brand new motherfuckers that I ain't never seen before on campus. You know, so like that was just kind of interesting in itself. And then, bro, fucking junior year at the start. Oh my god, bro. I met so many people, bro. I went through like so much shit. Like just like developmental wise is like I don't even really know how to explain it, bro, because it was just a lot going on, bro. Like I don't even really know how to explain junior year. Junior year was just like, it was just like a fucking, I feel like that's where I started to like go out more. You know, I felt like I was getting more known on campus, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody knew your ass, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like I was just kind of getting more known, bro. And I was just doing everything and anything, bro. Like I had upperclassmen, and you know, I was good with getting them to bond together, you know, so I talked to them, yada, 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 whoop-de-whoop. And then that expanded from, like, me being in my dorm with my upperclassmen to, like, other people in our building, bro. But I say being an RA, bro, for the 2 years I did it, I learned so much. And I think that, like, developed me as a person today, bro. Because, like, them RA trainers, bro, even though, like, motherfuckers hated it, I high-key liked the ones that, like, gave us that kind of made us vulnerable, because like you really get to see, like, just because someone looked like this or like X, Y, and Z, they didn't go through like X, Y, and Z themselves. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Right. Yeah.
And it was high-key just kind of crazy because I felt like majority. I'm not gonna say all. I felt like majority group of the people in like the RA community during those 2 years had something like similar to me, or just like was just like I'm like, damn, bro, like these people was like in my shoes at one point before with certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. I know.
And it was just crazy. It was just crazy to learn. And high key, like that's one thing I really fucked. Like what I really liked about like what the directors did at the time when we was there for like that 2 weeks, you know, before everyone started. Like we really got to like know each other, bro. You know, like obviously like some people like had beef with each other, but we really got to know each other, bro. And like I met some really really good friends there, bro. And high key, I was one of them RAs, bro. Like I'm not all right. So junior like was my first time being an RA. So high key, our staff, bro, our staff was dope as fuck. Like the staff first year to second year, big difference, bro. And I'm gonna get to second year. I don't know when, but I'm gonna get to that eventually. But like our staff first year, bro, all the older RAs, they was so cool, bro. Like they really taught you how to do your job, but be cool about doing your job while making other people like you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they was, bro, and high key when they did that, and you portrayed that back to the community, them motherfuckers like respect you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I got so good at doing that like that got the attention from like other like people from like other other dorms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not even just with residents, but with like other RAs too, bro. Like, oh my, it was dope. And then our director, he was cold, bro. Like, I like the rules he had, because the rules that his bosses wanted to follow, he didn't follow. So he made his own rules for us to follow, which actually like worked, and I think that helped us build a really good community within like yeah, bro. But it's funny too, because they quote unquote fired him, or they strongly advised that he quit. Because he was changing shit. But high key, bro, I fucked with him, bro. Like, I really fucked with him. Because he made, like, our staff meetings, bro. When we walked up in that hole, everybody was dapping each other up. We was up to everybody. Like, everybody cool, bro. Second years of RA, that shit was not happening in the staff meeting. Keep in mind, I'm in the same building. with some of the same people. That shit didn't, it was, bro, let me tell you, the culture change was so different first year and second year. And high key, what made it a lot better was the situations that you dealt with. Like, you didn't deal with it alone, bro. You know, like, we was all exhausted from school, dealing with residents and all the other crap, bro. But like, once we like got in that meeting room and we was just complaining about shit together, bro. And we was like, yeah, tell me what this motherfucker, such and such and such, XYZ. And then the like literally at the end of the day, we all came to the conclusion that niggas just be stupid.
No, that's so true, bro. Niggas actually just be stupid, bro.
Yeah, bro. But I think being an RA like taught me how to. It really just taught me how to respect people. You know, the way they want to respect it. You know, not saying I wasn't, but like in a you know, a greater sense. And that also put light on me, because a lot of people wanted to be around me just because of the aura I gave off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like my first semester was actually really cool, because you know, my floor was chill. Yeah, my floor was chill. Everybody got along. We was cool. I met a lot of my RA homies, bro. A lot of them, I met a lot of them, and you know, we hung out. That's when I started going out. Like, a lot of them took, I think that was me trying to, like, me being an RA, and high key opened up the door to, like, I could do other stuff than just being an RA. So that's why I started, like, going out to parties, and bro, got involved in, like, smoking weed and some, you know, other shit that I can't mention. But it was just like junior was just like, the beginning of junior year was just a whole experience for me, bro. Like, just experiencing new shit, bro. And I felt like I still limited myself too, because like I didn't want to, because I was still like, and I feel like I was still confined in a bubble, because I'm like, I was too nervous to do like the next thing that I wanted to do. But then, like, you know, I eventually get into that like senior year, so we'll get into that later. But you know, I was getting myself into, like, you know, I was a new like area of like my world, bro. Because I ain't never, like, in high school and college, I ain't never really went out, bro. I ain't never drank, I ain't never smoked, I ain't do all that, none of that crap. And even our freshman year, bro, like, I was around that environment, like parties and stuff at times, and like smoking and stuff at times, but I ain't never really like did it, you know. Yeah. And then so like my junior year, like, people was like, no, we picking you, taking your ass to the bar and like your ass getting drunk, bro. So like my first time being drunk, I was like, damn, bro, you know what I'm saying? And then just having like a good time, bro. And I was like, all right, like this kind of cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know, like, I think the second year, junior year, second year is kind of when everything like kind of like made a crazy ass turn, bro. I'd say like, yeah, second semester junior, because first semester was cool. Yeah, first semester was cool, because like I was just getting adjusted to being a RA and stuff. So nothing really like happened first semester junior year. You know, I was hanging out with basically damn near, it felt like the whole of campus, and I was basically damn near doing I was still bowling. I was damn near one of the best RAs we had, bro.
No bullshit. And not capping.
I'm not, bro. Like, and that's because like I didn't really give a fuck though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I gave a fuck until like I had to. Like, I didn't give a fuck until I had to. Is what I meant. Cause, boy, let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you, my upperclassmen, bro. I'm drinking with them, bro. We chilling, having a good time, bro. Like, we, like, you know, and I'd always have my door open, bro. I'd always have my door open. So like, I'm playing music, playing the game, just chilling in my room. Somebody come by there talking to me, you know, we talk it up. And sometimes we would just be sitting at the door talking for like 4 or 5 hours, bro. Like, like
man, I
random
remember
shit,
those
bro.
days,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying?
We be trying to run some fucking Valorant, bro, and then he'd be like, "I'll be right back, bro." Fucking 2 hours later, he come back. Oh, I was talking to my residents. Shit's too funny,
bro. We just be chilling, bro. And it was cool, bro. It was cool because I'm really glad I got to like say I built that sense of community. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a person who like to like build things and then just kind of see it all work. Like, yeah, everybody like to build stuff and see it work, but you know, like in the sense of like, you know, like these motherfuckers wasn't talking to each other before. But like now, like once they see each other on the floor, then they say what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you take pride in that shit. It's okay to take pride in that shit, bro.
It wasn't even just my floor, bro. It was with like other motherfuckers in the buildings too. Like so, and other people saw me. They was like, "Oh, what's up, bro?" It's like motherfuckers knew me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And high key, and I think one reason why our second year, you know, my second year being an RA was a lot different than my first is because I think a lot of people who went to that second year RA like the same time I did, they let that get to their head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then so it was just like motherfuckers, like some motherfuckers just felt like they had a sense of like power or like that they were better than, you know, other people. Not me though. Not me. Everybody was cool with me, bro. Everybody was cool. I'm talking RAs, complex, the rest of the sister, like everybody was cool with me. I ain't had no problems with nobody, bro.
Yeah, bro. Cause when I came back, you knew the whole fucking campus. I was, what the hell? I was like, what I miss?
Yeah, bro. And then so junior, my second semester junior is when you left.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I think my shit went into a spiral because I'm like, everything kind of like caught up to me, bro. Because even though we wasn't hanging out that much, I ain't really hang out with CJ as much either, high key. Like even though he was still there, me and him we didn't really hang out as much as we did. Like obviously I still go by his room and you know whatever, but we wasn't hanging out that much. And I think all of just like, I don't want to say like the pressure but just like the weight of being an RA like got to me, bro. Like it's just like you gotta do move outs and then you gotta like you dealing with people like trauma dumping on you, not even just the residents but like other RAs. Like I dead ass had niggas tell me like, if you tell someone I just told you this, I'm gonna kill myself. Nigga, what, bro?
Whoa.
Like I had multiple people just dump shit on me, bro, and that should be like getting this. It be, bro. Like I be having to stop fights, bro. Like that be happening on floors, bro. But and it just that should just get exhausted, bro. Like it just adds up and it gets so exhausted, bro. Especially during the winter time, bro. Mm-hmm. So I was already like, damn, bro. I ain't even really hanging out with you or CJ. You know, I got to deal with all these residents, you know, exams and all this other crap. And it was just like all new, bro. You know, and then like I felt like it was good because I'm like, yeah, well, I didn't really have to think about like payments for that semester, but like everything else, I was like, damn, bro, do I even want to be an RA again? And like I don't know, bro. Like I was in such like a bad headspace the second year junior year because I didn't really know how to handle things, bro. Like y'all, I talked to y'all about everything, and y'all like I didn't really like see y'all that much. So I'm like, damn, like where does all this bad energy like go to? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm cool, but I wasn't that cool enough to like start talking to like the RA next to me, bro, because like we wasn't like I didn't really know them like that. Mm-hmm. And high key, it was not until I met the RA that lived under me, one of my now fraternity sisters. She was like,
oh, I know who you talking about. Okay.
One of the dopest. I think she was actually my best friend the first semester of being an RA. Like she was just so cold. Like she was just a small ball of positivity, bro. Like I feel like I'm a pretty positive person, but like hers just like the way how like she just looked at everything was just 100 times like stronger than how I felt like I was looking at like anything in life at the moment, bro. Cause I ain't gonna cap, bro. Like it was a dark spot, and I was doing like shit I really wasn't supposed to be doing. Like it wasn't good, but she like just her energy, just you know, she like just being around her was just like I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. It was like having the older sister I ain't never like really had, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
nigga.
she actually like advised that I started like doing therapy, and at the time, bro, like I ain't really like want to do therapy because high key I was so afraid of like I didn't really know how that shit worked, you know, because I didn't want none of the stuff I said gotten back to like anybody in my family. I said, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if it did, my parents would be like, "Oh, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that, you don't need." And high key, that's why I got away from home, bro. That's like literally why I went 3 hours, cause like I want to be away from home, bro. I wanted to be far away from home. So even like when I heard about it, I was asking my therapist, do my parents know about any of this crap? Like yada yada yada. And like it was like, no, it's all confidential. And I was like, all right, whatever. I tried it out. And then the first lady they paired me with, bro, I didn't like her.
You telling like me,
bro? I was like, maybe this therapy shit ain't for me, bro.
You telling me, nigga? I had the same experience, bro.
Bro, I'm like, I was like, damn, bro. I was like, so I think I only went to like 2 sessions, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I stopped going. I don't know if I went to 2 or for like a couple, but either or, I went, and then at one point I stopped going because I was like, no, like this ain't for me. Like I ain't really feel like she was really helping. So like I'm just still going through like the shit of being an RA, bro. And you know, I was also getting comfortable with going out, and I think that's also another thing is too. I was like, well, I don't know really who to go out with because I'm still trying to look for like my group of friends. Like I was looking for people to replace y'all. You know what I'm saying? But y'all not replace
is crazy.
Not replace. That was the wrong. Not wrong with it. But like take the spot of like a sense of like where like we was always hanging out. So like someone for me to always hang out with too. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? But it also took for me to learn that like all the things that made us hang out as long as we did, other motherfuckers is not gonna have that shit, bro.
Yup.
And I didn't know that, you know, and I didn't know that. So I'm trying to find people who I'm gonna feel comfortable with like being around, you know, and just always wanting to be around. But like it was like I ain't really find nobody. I like honestly, bro, like I'm a really good people person, but I do not like being around niggas, bro. Like unless like we super close, I don't like being around people, bro. Like or if like you ask me to hang out, we can hang out for like an hour or two. But if you're not super close to me, bro, we not gonna be hanging out like that, bro.
Yeah,
right.
Bro.
And then so especially that my second semester junior year, it was just a lot of motherfuckers that I could stand. I could be around for like a max of like 2 or 3 hours, bro. You know. But like not knowing I'm finna like, you know, go to their room and kick it, we play the game, smoke, and you know, all that. Like it like no one else. I don't like at second semester at least. It wasn't like no one like that, bro. So I was just going out with. I was just testing different like groups of people that I knew and I was cool with and I hung out with, and I was like, let's see what this vibe's like. Let's see what this vibe like. Let's see what that vibe like. Let's see. I'm in so many different vibes, bro. I don't even really like. I ain't really fuck with any of them. You know what I'm saying? Like. I'm like, cause y'all not my niggas, bro. Y'all not my niggas, and like it was just like whatever, bro. So the one particular night, you know of it, but CJ, CJ was like, hey, let's go out. I'm like, and I think the reason why I went so hard at that time was also because I was depressed, bro. And then it also made it a lot easier when one of my residents, he was super cool, bro. He lived on the opposite side of the floor as me. But he was in the military and he wasn't active. But I knew like he got checked from like the governments or whatever. So he'd use his money and he'll just buy a shit ton of alcohol, bro. And I believe him. He was like, you want to see my drawer? And I was like, yeah. He was like, you gonna write me up? I'm like, nigga, really, bro? And he was like, so he showed me, bro. Dog, this nigga got 4 bottles of liquor. Not small ones. Like the $20 bottles, bro. And it's multiple liquor in all 4 drawers, bro. The top fill, bottom fill, but like it's the all liquor, bro.
Oh, that.
And he was like,
that nigga probably had a problem, bro. God damn.
I don't know, bro. I ain't never really seen him go out, but maybe he just like type. But he was an older dude. He was a senior, so I mean, I don't know. I ain't gonna assume anything, but I'm assuming he was just chilling and drinking.
Facts. We ain't gonna assume shit, bro.
But yeah. So I'm like, damn, bro. Like, you just stacked it. He was like, yeah. So he had a bottle of honey Jack Daniels, and he was like, "You want
Jack
it?"
Daniels.
And it was like half of it. It was like half of it. It wasn't a full bottle because he, I think he drank something, but it was half of it. And I was like, bet I'll take it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm waiting for CJ. Keep in mind, CJ 40 minutes away, and I have half of a full honey Jack Daniels. I drunk that shit before CJ even got to Macomb.
Damn!
I drank all, yes, bro. I drank all that shit before he got to Macomb. And the reason why I drank it so fast is because I wasn't experienced enough to know that, like, drinking over time, you're gonna get more drunk.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to get to the party, bro. I'm trying to get lit. Bro, I'm trying to get lit at the fucking pre game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to get lit, like, right now, bro, before we even, like, walk out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't understand how to, like, manage that. I didn't know how to pregame. I just say like that. I didn't know how to pregame. So CJ get there, he was like, and I just want to be out and I just want to hit the floor. I just want to be lit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And so CJ get there, you know, he pull up with his girl and they crew, whatever. Them niggas got another Jack Daniels bar, bro.
Damn.
And they pour full cups, bro, full cup.
Damn.
And now I'm at a point to where I'm like, okay, hold on. We wasn't even going out yet. We was going back to CJ room, gang.
That's
and we
funny
still,
as hell.
Look, we still had to smoke. And I don't even think these niggas knew I drank half a bottle of Jack Daniels, bro.
Bro, I was so, like, I'm like, nigga.
Bro, I'm over here drinking like the original like cups that we sipping on, bro. And we in the room. I'm like, all right, y'all, when y'all trying to go? CJ like, bro, calm down. You didn't even drink your drink. I'm like, yeah, you're right. So I'm trying to drink that shit.
Talking about, yeah, you right.
I cannot drink that shit, bro. So we sit there, and I'm like, nah, you know, I'm gonna just wait till like, you know, I don't know, I made up some excuse. I said, nah, I'm gonna drink it like after we done smoking. So they was like, cool. And then so we go to the car because we finna smoke, bro. And so we pull up to the bowling alley. This is also my first time hotboxing too, bro. So we pull up to the bowling alley.
Up, bro.
I did, bro. I set myself up hard. So we pull up to the bowling alley game. And then so we start smoking, whatever, yada yada yada. And this is like I'm still new to smoking. Mm-hmm. I think this is like my third or fourth time smoking, so I'm still new. Or maybe it was like my fifth or sixth, but I don't know. I'm still new. So we sitting there. I'm like, damn, it's kind of getting hard to breathe up in this hole. and so I waited, bro. I'm sitting here. I'm looking at the clock, like, cause I didn't understand what hotboxing was. So I'm like, why we just sitting in here, bro? I'm like, none of these niggas hot. I'm like,
bro, no, I don't mean to cut you off, bro, but that was the same shit that happened to me when I was smoking with the niggas from high school, bro. These niggas had me hotbox the car with them, bro. And I'm sitting there, bro. My first time hitting it. I don't know how to hit it, so I'm asking them how to hit that shit, bro. And then I'm keep in mind, bro. We get done hitting that shit. I'm high as fuck, bro. And nigga in the front seat talking about some. See, now you gotta. He's like, I'll get you tapped up. You gotta sit here and just like inhale the hotbox. I'm like, what the fuck you mean by that, bro? I'm like, what's a hot box, bro? He like, yeah, you see all the smoke around here? That's what we doing. I'm like, oh, nigga, what? Yeah, bro, I broke that bitch so fast, bro. They was mad as hell, bro. They wasn't mad, bro, but they was laughing at this shit, bro. They knew I was gonna break it. That shit was crazy, bro.
Hey, bro, I planned my get out, bro. I planned that shit. And that shit worked according to it, too. But I get to that, too, though. And, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, I didn't know what the fuck a hot box was. I don't think we just smoking.
Yeah, bro.
I didn't know that shit was making me more high as I sit in the damn car, bro. I already got fucking half a Jack Daniels in me. Y'all trying to get me more. Dog, oh my god. So I was like, it got to a point to I'm like, all right, bro, these niggas do not look like they moving anytime soon. So I'm about to plan my shit, bro. Mm-hmm. So you know my song, it go drip, hey, been my Daniels.
Yeah,
I'm like,
hey, yeah.
I was like, yo, CJ, I was like, let me cue a song. He's like, all right, bet. So he gave me the phone. I cue it, whatever. And then so the song come on, CJ bass was booming, bro. So we was booming that shit like, hey. And when it got to a certain part of the song, I got out the car and I started dancing. I started hitting that shit. I tried to make it look like I ain't break it because I was high. I made it look like I want to make it look like I break it because I'm turning gone, bro. So whatever, like that shit was funny, bro.
Funny as hell, bro. He played, bro. He had that shit calculated.
I had that shit playing, bro. CJX at the time was like, damn, you broke the box, dude. And I didn't even know what that shit meant at the time. I was like, hell yeah, I did that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we was like, whatever. So we all got out. It was 1, 2, 3. Oh, because the other homegirl was there too. Okay, yeah. So it was a couple of us. So we get out and we finna head to the bar and shit, bro. So I'm drinking. I'm still trying to finish this drink, bro. Keep in mind the cup's still full. It's still full. And then tell me what old boy, CJX's homeboy, he walked up to me. He's like, "Hey G, I ain't gonna be able to finish that." He gave me his shit. His shit full too. I'm like, this nigga, dog. I intentionally like made it look like I had to like. So we was walking, and as we was walking, I slowly started like walking to make it look like I was drinking it, but I just like had it at the tip of my mouth. And then so when everybody got a little bit further up, I left one cup in the middle of the street. And then the next I poured out before we even got to the front of the thing. And then CJ was like, "What you doing?" I said, "Don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about it." So this is where everything kind of went downhill, bro. Cause we like 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes. I say like we like 10 steps away from the front of the door, bro. And I remember I'm like, all right, now this shit's starting to hit me. I don't remember shit once the fucking security guard said something to me. He was like, I couldn't even tell you what he said, bro. Like, I remember zoning back in. I was like, I caught that he said something to me. He was looking at me. But like, when I walked in the bar, bro, I don't remember shit.
Game, bro. Bro, you know what's crazy about that?
Like, what happened?
Bro, I kid you not. CJ told me when you got into the bar, your ass went to go get another drink, and I think it was a fucking liquid marijuana, bro. And you got another drink, and CJ's like, "You sure you want to get that?" He's like, "Hell yeah, fool!" He's drunk that shit, bro.
CJ told me I kept disappearing and then showing up, and it's crazy cause so many motherfuckers like the next day was like, "Yeah, I saw you." I'm like, "You saw me?" They was like, "Yeah." They was like, "Yeah, I saw you." I said, "I do not remember." Bro, at least 5 motherfuckers told me that, bro. At least 5 different groups of people told me that. I'm like, damn.
Hey, when you say you wanted to get lit, then you got lit, bro.
I did. Like, the only thing I remember was, and honestly, I don't even remember, but I had conscious of it because, like, I was getting kicked out. But somehow I had my face in the garbage. Everything was just black around me. So my face was in the garbage. And then, the dude, well, I was hovering over the garbage before CJ even knew I was, and then the security guard was like, "Oh, you can't hover over the garbage or we're gonna kick you out." I was like, "All right, cool." And then I zoned out. The next minute, you know, I'm sitting on a seat near CJ and like everybody else, and my face in the garbage. And then next thing you know, like I remember, like I'm standing up and I'm talking to CJ. I'm like, "Bro, where the air go?" I said, "Where all the air go?"
What?
And he was like, fuck? "What?" Yeah, bro. I was like, "Where all the air go?" And he was like, "What?" And then I think I told him to call 911, and then like I passed out.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember he said, you looked him in the eye and said, "Call 911," and he started freaking the fuck out, bro.
Yeah, bro. So I was like, I don't remember shit after that, bro.
Damn,
and then so
nigga. Jack Daniels did that shit to you like that?
Yeah, bro. But I just drunk a shit ton, bro. And so what was crazy was I was still an RA. Well, obviously, because it was my first year. And I was so nervous. Like, I remember CJ telling me, like, you kept asking if you was going to get fired. And the reason why I was asking him that was because earlier in the week, they were saying you in the fishbowl. So everything you do, like, these people on campus see you. And, like, if that come back and get back to us, then you lose your job.
Oh, your ass was playing with fire, bro.
Bro, so I couldn't afford to, like, lose, you know, the half a room and board they was paying for me because I ain't had no money, bro. You know what I'm saying? So... yeah, bro, that was tough. So, like, literally that whole week, like, after that, when I left the hospital, I was like, damn, like, what if something. But CJ was like, nah, motherfuckers who was trying to record, he said he snatched some nigga phone, bro.
Yeah, niggas be tripping, bro.
Yeah, niggas be weird, bro. Especially, like, when you drunk, bro. Like, they be trying to, like, I don't know. But, yeah, so I woke up. And then the lady at the hospital was like, I ain't never seen a drunk college student as cooperative as you. And I was like, lady, I don't even know what happened. And then so I got my pants on, and they got me on like that with that girdle. And then so I was like, can I put my shirt on? She was like, I wouldn't like recommend it, but I'm not knowing like I threw up all over myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I like opened it. I was like, oh, that's why she said that. And honestly, I don't know if like I don't really know what they did, bro. I don't know if they put my stomach or any of that other shit, bro. But the only thing I remember was that Sunday, cause we went on Saturday. So that Sunday we had a banquet at 4, bro. And they said it was a required like banquet, like it was an RA banquet. So it was a part, bro. I did not go to that shit, bro. Like I remember, so I left the hospital, got in like the police. One of the cops took me home, like the WIU police. They took me home. So he took me back to my room. I got upstairs and I like laid the fuck out, bro. And I'm like sleeping all day, bro. Cause he took me back at like 7 or 8 in the morning. So I'm sleeping all day. And I texted one of my supervisors. She wasn't my direct supervisor, but she was one of the assistants. And I was like, Mariah, I cannot go to the banquet. I was like, I am not feeling well. And then she was like, it's cool, whatever. And then you remember my the homie I was telling you about earlier, the one who was just like a little ball of light.
Yeah.
She saw me that Saturday. And then since she was also a RA, she was at the banquet. She literally texted me. She was like, how drunk did you get for you to not be at the banquet right now? I said, I woke up in the hospital, ... She started laughing, bro. She started laughing. No, I was like, I do not remember anything, dog. Yeah, so that shit was funny, bro.
That shit.
But then, crazy. Yeah, so just like, you know, having nights like that, because I was like, you know, hella depressed and trying to get lit, and you know, you weren't there, so it was like, it was rough, bro. Junior year was high key, like it was pretty rough. And then so what happened is I had an internship lined up, but high key I was like also going through like a spiral, because I'm like, I was also going through like the same phase of like, damn, I don't know what I'm gonna do in my life, because I'm in my junior year. I don't got no internship yet. At the time I didn't have an internship, so I'm like, I ain't had an internship yet. I don't even know like what I want to do. I don't even know what supply chain is, even though like, you know, I've been doing it for like a minute. I was like, I don't know, when I'm so like lost, bro. And then it was just like a lot just being thrown and dumped on me and crap. And then high key, I was like going through the fence of like wanting to be an RA again and not, even though like I fucked with it, but it was just like a lot. It was just, you know, stressful.
Yeah.
So then after, I think it was like spring. I think after spring break, I decided to like try out therapy again. And then so I went back to the office and I was like, I told like the lady at the desk, I was like, yeah, like I'm here for like an appointment, yada yada. And she was like, well, I seen like last semester or like, you know, previously you was with this lady. She was like, do you want to be back with her? And I was like, I guess. And I'm glad she didn't take, because I didn't want to say no to seem like an asshole. I don't know why, but I didn't say no. So I'm glad, like the lady was picking up that I didn't want to be back with her. She was like, do you want her? And I was like, I guess. And she was like, you want to try someone else? I'm like, I was like, I'm not sure. And she was like, so do you want to try to schedule with Mrs., you know, what's your face? And I was like, she was like, all right, how about this? We'll put you with someone else. And I was like, bet, girl. I said, write my name down. But the second therapist that they put me with, bro, that's my dog, bro. That's my G. She helped me through school, bro. Like, she changed my mindset on like so much shit, bro. Because like, I felt like as an RA too, bro, since like it wasn't just residents, it was also other RAs coming to me with stuff. I felt like I had to be like everybody's superhero, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I had to be like everybody's superhero. And then I was also going through like the motions of like being like a good person versus a bad person, you know? So I felt like, you know, it was just, I felt like being an RA just like testing me, bro. Cause I feel like so many motherfuckers want to like be testing me, bro. And I'm like, if I do this, am I a bad person? If I do this, am I a good person? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, it'd be stuff when I do stuff that, you know, make me an asshole, that people would be like, oh, like, why would you do that? Then I'm like, oh, damn. Am I a bad person? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like I'd have people to reassure that who I know are generally like assholes. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And then vice versa. It'd be niggas who would do some shit that's like, oh, that's so nice, and then when I do it, then niggas be like, oh, you soft. You know what I'm saying? So it was like it was so much shit, bro. And I think a lot of it too is because I was dressing, bro, because I was painting my nails. You know, I had my nails painted. I felt like I think it was because I didn't give a fuck what niggas thought about me, bro. Like, and I feel like I tried too much of a point to where like I actually did. You know, like it got to a point to where like all that was like I'm like, damn, bro. I wouldn't even say it did. I feel like I was scared to show that I didn't give a fuck what niggas actually thought, you know? Yeah. Until the more I did it. And then when I like finally say like, you know, I felt at a place where I really didn't give a fuck, like that's when even more niggas started like fucking with me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
But like I guess I don't want to say I was having like an identity crisis, but I had trouble understanding what I liked, what I didn't like, what I wanted to get into, and what I didn't want to get into. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure.
And yeah, so my therapist, she was like, I don't even really remember because that conversation was so long ago. But she basically like taught me that like and explained to me like people like just, you know, you don't have to stop being who you originally are to like fit the mold of like someone else. And she kind of like went through like that whole like road with me and like honestly changed my view on how like I look at people, how I, you know, dealt with people. Because me and Ari is just like, it's a lot of it is, I say 90% of it is dealing with people. And you deal with so many different types of people, bro.
Yep.
And a lot of the times how I knew how to deal with it was either to be an asshole or be super nice. You know, like it was no in between, bro. So like, it'd be sometimes when I'm like, bro, are you fucking stupid? You know, and I like, and like sometimes I ain't really care because I'm like, sometimes I really wanted a nigga to try me just to see like how I really wanted to see if I was about that. You know,
nigga, what?
Like high key, bro. Like I ain't even gonna care. Like I'm dead serious. Cause you remember our freshman year when we was on our homie floor and I like went out and like, you know, yelled the word like words.
Oh yeah.
Like I feel like a part of me, like I wanted to show niggas that like don't test me, even though no one gave me a reason to. I felt like I just had to portray that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I felt like I also wanted to portray that as a motherfucker who like painted his nails. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like niggas didn't care until I started trying to make it a problem. You know? Mm-hmm. So I was kind of just trying to go, like I was just trying to understand like that part of my life. While also trying to like see, I'm like, damn, like how the fuck, like what am I gonna do like once I graduate? Like, am I gonna go back home? I really don't want to go back home. Like, I don't even got like no internship, and motherfucker saying I need 2, I can't even get 1, and it was just like so much. And then like my homies ain't even there, my best friends ain't even there. Like I'm helping drunk people get home at like 2 a.m. because they don't fucking know how to like walk, you know. And it's just like I'm like, damn, bro, like this shit is crazy. Yep. But no, like so yeah, junior was rough, especially like when you left. It was rough. And I told my therapist, I was like, yeah, like my homie left, and you know my other homies they dating and they arguing, and you know everybody asking me for my point of views, and then I got residents that's telling me they suicide, bro. Like I dead ass had a resident, bro, who thought I was her dead brother, bro.
Oh yeah,
like you know how crazy like that shit. Like it be stuff like that like you see and you just be like, and like you just experience that, like that just like you just like damn, bro. Like you know what I'm saying, bro? Mm-hmm. Like it's just crazy. It like honestly it's so many experiences that like you don't even really know how. Like sometimes I forget some of them, bro. Like. And I guess like the next episode we can get more into like my second year being an RA, because I feel like I handled a lot of the situations a lot differently. Mm-hmm. But my first year was like I say my first year being an RA was dope because I started to learn how to skate. You know, I painted my nails more, and I was really just experimenting with stuff that I fucked with. You know, and obviously it was hard because I wanted to like my second semester because I wanted to like the shit that I fuck with, but I knew that like motherfuckers would question me, like why I did it, you know, why do stuff that I do. And I think I high-key didn't want people to question me, But I also wanted to show that like it's cool to be you. You know, it's cool to like the things you
Facts.
like, no matter if you black, you're white, you're black, you're black, you're white, you're pink, you're red, you know, green, any of that
Facts,
shit,
bro.
bro. You know,
That shit
so
don't matter, man.
I was hard. It was hard for me to understand that, and I think being an RA, bro, it just changed my like. It just like being an RA is what helped me be more open to the shit that I did my senior years, bro. You know, like
Yep.
it was just lit, bro. Like it opened. So I'd say my junior year really opened up my college experience. I'll put it like that. I don't regret like COVID happening or like, you know, our sophomore year happening, but like that wasn't the college experience. You know, that was an unorthodox experience. So I think junior year is what opened up, you know, my college experience, and then my senior years was when shit was crazy too, bro. You know, like, but it was crazy in a good way. You know what I'm saying? So like you saying you went away for that semester, you know, second semester of junior year, right?
Yep.
And you was like going through your shit, and then you coming back and you starting like your fourth year, and you like, this a different mindset, this a new me, this a yada 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 XYZ, right? It was the same thing for me. You know, I went through like, you know, the shit that I went through my junior year, second semester, and then once, you know, my fourth year hit, like I have a different way of like, you know, I had my internship. Things were lining up. I'd say things were like lining up. I had like a better understanding of some things, and I looked at things differently. Like I never looked at I stopped to look at like the negatives, and I tried to focus more on the positives. And that was because of my therapist, bro. Like she like twisted like. Cause I would always like look at the negatives, bro. Like even like I always like before, when I applied to like be an RA, I was like, what if I don't get in? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if I gotta like drop out because I can't pay for school, yada yada yada, XYZ, you know?
Yeah.
And so my therapist helped me like switch my mind, bro. And honestly, like she my dog. That's why I really fuck with her. I really wish I could still do sessions with her today, but. You know, her office was being some booty butt cheek bums, but I mean, it's like the beginning of my fourth year, bro. I came in a new mindset. I was like, I don't want to say healed, but I was recovering nicely, you know, understanding things, and that's when I really like fourth year, like my beginning of senior year, bro. When I really didn't give a fuck what niggas thought about me. I did not care.
Shit, I didn't either, nigga. I did not give a fuck no more.
Who the hell you was, and I wasn't trying to like impress nobody, bro. You know, I was just me. And then I realized quickly that niggas really fucked with me when I was just me. I mean, niggas fucked with me before, but like I attracted even more and a different broad of people, like a different range, like diversity of people when I was just like me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I don't mean to cut you short, bro. We're gonna have to end this shit because my camera finna die soon, bro. I'm scared this shit finna cut off, bro.
Yes, sir. And then so in the next episode, we're gonna finish about our last 2 years, which is our fourth years and our fifth years. We'll just say the last 2 years that we had. My 2 senior years, his second junior year, and his first senior. So you wanna break us out?
All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in this bitch. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and stopping by and listening to our stories and listening to our advice and joining in on the TBB podcast, the Breezy
Bouquet.
Yes, the Breezy Bouquet, like he said, bro.
Breezy Bouquet. FYC, find your calling for your motherfucking calling game. You already know how you're rocking this home.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and end that bitch here. Don't forget to like.
And see y'all next week.
Yes, sir. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. It's been your boy, Cool Breeze. It's been your boy,
Rowze.
And we out of here.